What's going on, HPP fam? Welcome back to another episode. I'm gonna take this time out to remind you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click that little notification bell so you guys don't miss any of this great content. As you can see, our blue cam car is on the dyno. We've been making pulls, making progress. So I wanted to show you guys where we're at on this one. 449 horsepower, 462 foot-pounds of torque. Just got a new wideband sensor for the dyno, so now we can make some pulls and make sure our AFRs are exactly where we want. I know they're close, but never hurts to double check. So let's make a tug and do that now. So I wanted to take a quick second and do a little walk around so you guys can hear this thing. See, it's chopping down the block quite nicely. So this one is all ready, going back home to the customer, and the black one is all together. We got to take it to the exhaust shop. You guys will hear that one chop soon, and then you can kind of compare. That's a stage 2 Texas Speed camshaft, and then we have that BFH camshaft. That's a different grind, so you can hear the difference, and we'll see which one we like better. So I went and got some E85 and filled this joker up with 10 gallons of it, and I've been working on a base map on this thing. It's an interesting camshaft. It's definitely different than the normal stage 2. This is what we got so far. Definitely different. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below between the stage 2 cam and this BFH cam, or BFD, excuse me. But they're definitely different. So I'm gonna get this thing strapped down. We're not gonna do final pulls. We're just gonna start getting it all dialed in because we are still waiting on the window switch and the wiring, so that way we can get the short runner valve control working on the 6.4 manifold that we swapped onto this 5.7. So we're still waiting on those parts to show up, but I went ahead, threw it on the dyno, and I've got the car running so that way we can move it around and stuff. So stay tuned for final numbers on this thing. It may not be in this video, but it'll for sure be in next week's video. But post down in the comments what you guys think, this cam versus the stage 2 cam that's in the blue one. As we bring this week to a close, we've got this 1967 Mustang. I don't know if you guys remember this car or not, but we did coilovers and QA1 stuff all the way around. We also have converted this thing into disc brakes all the way around. We've gotten rid of the drums, did a diff upgrade in this car, did the exhaust system coming out the side, all sorts of goodies. Electronic e-brake. It is now here to get the hydraulic clutch conversion done. Right now it's a cable. So the car's here a little bit early. We have most of the parts, but one part we don't have yet is the clutch, and that's because we need to verify the spline count, and also we need to verify the weight on the flywheel. If you guys don't know, a lot of your early model Ford stuff, even like your SN95s, and your Fox body stuff, they're not a zero balance engine. So the flywheel on these cars have different weights on them. Typically it's 28 ounce and 52 ounce. If anybody knows some different ounces, or if I got them wrong, post them down in the comment section below if you know. But anyways, you have to make sure you put the right one in, because if you don't, the motor will shake like a dog shit in razor blades. Don't ask me how I know. Everybody learns from experience. So that's what we got going on with this one. Amazon. You gotta love Amazon, because you can't get parts any other way these days, it seems. The car that we did the camshaft, long tube headers, full 3-inch exhaust, 6.4 intake manifold swap. The parts we need to get the active intake runner valve control working on this car just showed up today. So I did a base map. I think you guys heard this thing chopping earlier in the episode. So it's running, but now we need to get it so that way we can finish tuning it. So we're gonna be working on that here in a little bit. Also, 2021 Scat Pack, or excuse me, yeah, 2021 Scat Pack. It is getting a Texas Speed camshaft and a leg maker intake and a set of long tube headers, and of course a custom tune. You guys can hit us up. This customer is actually getting one of our stage 2 packages, so you can hit us up on any of our social media. If you got a Dodge vehicle and you want a stage 2 package, we can put one together for you. That's what service that car is getting. Striking off the morning, we've got Robert's charger in. As you can see, that AC condenser looks mighty clogged, so we're gonna put a new condenser in. And then we've also got a new rear end going into this thing. So if you remember a couple episodes back, we put a 391 in, or 392, I don't remember, or 309. I'll look at the diff and I'll show you guys, I can't remember. 391. But it was a used differential, and he's been driving it for a few months now, and it's starting to whine pretty bad. So we've got a brand new unit from Mopar going in to cure that issue. We've got the tranny out of our 67 Mustang. It's over here on the floor, so we could identify what spline clutch was in it, because we have a push or hydraulic conversion going into this car. So now we can get a clutch order for it, so we can get rolling on putting this back together here shortly. I've got the MSD box pretty much wired in to this one so we can get tuning on it, but I'm having a problem getting the RPM signal to pick up correctly, so we're going to dive into that, figure out what's up with that. But in the meantime, let's get this one wrapped up. As you can see, we've got the new condenser on, nice and clean. You can see our old unit over here, super clogged up. So now we're gonna get, we also blew out our radiator, stop it. We also blew out our radiator, made sure it was nice and clear and free of debris before we put our new one on. John over here making noises. Anyways, so Brian dropped off this morning. Woo! Brian dropped off this morning after racing an M5, whooping it, racing a Pro Charged Mustang, whooping that. Then he raced a full bolt-on Mustang and lost. I'm thinking that's why. A little bit of a no boost getting into the motor situation. So we're gonna fix that real quick, throw the front bumper back on, give him his whip back. Whoa. Darkness, everybody, darkness. As we power on through this week, we are waiting on our fuel pump to come in for our charger, so that way we can finish dialing that one in. We've got Royce's 1,000+ horsepower Corvette on the rack. We're pulling off the ATI dampener and putting on a Innovatives West Inc. dampener on. Reason for that is he threw a belt, which in turn, when he threw the belt, it threw the tensioner into the ATI and damaged it. The ATI is on back order for, I mean, we've been waiting months for it. So finally it's just like, well, let's get an Innovative West. They're a little bit more, but they are pretty. And I think they have them in stock. He said, let's go for it. So came in 2 days, so car's here. We're gonna get that on, get the blower back on, and get that joker back on the road. Our 2021 is coming right along. Got the camshaft in, new lifters in, springs and retainers are on, heads and new head gaskets are on. So this thing is coming right along, and will be put back together this afternoon. We should be able to get the first fire up with this thing. Texas Speed Stage 2 camshaft is what we went with, I think, on this one. So, and we also did Texas Speed long tubes, as you can see. So, coming right along, and like I said, we'll be putting this leg maker carbon cold air intake on as well. So I went ahead and got the New Balancer installed. As you can see, no, you can't see. Hold on. There we go. New Balancer is installed. As we bring this week to a close, our 2021 is all wrapped up. See our Texas Speed 2-inch long tubes, catted, going into our MBRP 3-inch exhaust system. So this thing is all wrapped up. Let me bring it down, show you what it looks like from the top. And here's what we got from the top. You can see you got some catch can action and a super clean leg maker cold air intake carbon fiber. So I'm gonna grab the laptop. We got our ECU unlocked. Shout out to CAMSHAFTS, Jared. And let me put a little cam base map in here. Let's hear this thing chop before it hits the dyno. As you guys can hear, boy, it's alive! So guys, I'm going to end this video off here. As you can see, we got Royce's car all back together. Pretty much. We're going to change the belt. The belt that we put on it fits, works, tightens up and everything. But I feel like if we go a little bit smaller, it's going to be a little bit better. We're going to have more room for adjustments. Right now, the tensioner is almost fully tensioned, where if we put a smaller one on it, we'll get back into about the middle range of its motion, which would make me happy. So it's all back together, but we can't get a belt till Monday. As you can see, we made several runs on our 2021, and let me show you where we're at on that one real quick. So far, 494 horsepower, 534 foot-pounds of torque. It's the Texas Speed Stage 3 camshaft in this one. We'll get this one wrapped up, sold on Monday. But that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Oh, Juan's Mustang, we got all the brakes done on that, and we replaced the ABS sensor on that one, so it is ready to go. But that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.